So if you remember my prediction video for WWE SummerSlam, take note of it now and watch this video, because all I will say is that there is a first for everything. Hey, what's up and how's it going, everyone? Well, I'm so glad that you have took your time to spend with me right here today on the MRB Wrestling Review Show. I am your co-host, Mike Big Rock Wilson, and last night the WWE presented the biggest event of the summer, SummerSlam. The kickoff match on YouTube and on WWE.com and other sites, etc., was the United States Championship match. Dean Ambrose defended his title against Rob Van Dam, in which RVD got the victory, but in a disqualification manner, when Roman Reigns came in and speared Rob Van Dam after he nailed the frog splash, and he never got a chance to cover Dean Ambrose. And what I like is that, Dean Ambrose, he's still the United States champ. I like that he's still the champ. Just the way he won, I'm kind of nitpicking it, was a little off because it was due to disqualification, which kind of signifies that this rivalry will continue between Dean Ambrose and Rob Van Dam. That I don't mind, and Dean Ambrose retaining his title, I don't mind as well. So with all that being said, I'm glad that Dean Ambrose is still the United States champ, and with Big Show and Mark Henry at ringside, with Rob Van Dam and the other Shield members at ringside, it's also signaling that there's going to be a tag team match involved somehow later on, probably tonight on Raw or SmackDown, or within the next few weeks on the WWE. When it came to the actual card, the SummerSlam card, the first match was Bray Wyatt versus Kane in the Ring of Fire match. And I like the little things happening throughout. I like that, the other members of the Wyatt family, Harper and Ronan, tried to come in and interfere, but, the Flames kind of, prevented that from happening. And when someone hit a big move, when someone just goes slam on the mat, the Flames shoot up, and they shoot up pretty high. So, those little things like that really made that match worthwhile. And, of course, the lighting as well. The lighting really made that match. And, I nitpick, Sin Cara's lighting, that lighting sucks, but with the lighting in the Ring of Fire match, that was absolutely brilliant on the part of the WWE, because, you wanted to see the Flames, around the ring. And with that being said, what happened at the end was that the Wyatt family somehow managed to come in, using the sheet to put out, one part of the Flames on the part of the ring, and they managed to go in the ring and, attack Kane, and Bray Wyatt hit his finisher and he got the victory. I like that Bray Wyatt won this match because this was his first match officially as Bray Wyatt, and this was the match he needed to win. So with all that being said, Bray Wyatt was the right person to win. Speaking of right people to win matches, every single match on the card done just that. With that being said, the second match on the card was Cody Rhodes going one-on-one with Damien Sandow. And with that being said, Damien Sandow, if he would have won that match, like I said before, all he would receive was bragging rights. So with that being said, Cody Rhodes got the victory over Damien Sandow, and this, signifies that Cody Rhodes is now going to be elevated into the world title picture eventually. It may not happen now, but eventually he'll be there. And I like the little things. Cody Rhodes shaves his mustache. The match itself was okay. There were some parts, that were pretty good. And with that being said, the right person won. Cody Rhodes got the victory over Damien Sandow. And, you would think, that Damien Sandow would cash in his Money in the Bank, but I think what's going to happen is that, usually when there's two Money in the Bank holders, one's going to cash it in right away and the other's going to hold it on for a few months. And I think that's what Damien Sandow is going to do as the Money in the Bank winner. The third match on the card Speaking of the World Heavyweight Championship, Alberto Del Rio defending his championship against Christian, and I thought this was a great match. Alberto Del Rio put on an excellent show, and so did Christian. And with that being said, Alberto Del Rio retained his World Heavyweight Championship. I like it because it was too soon for him to lose the title, and it was a match that Christian really didn't need to win, because he would have came full circle. Like I said before, he would have came full circle if he win or lost that match. So with that being said, Christian, rightfully so, really didn't need to win because he don't need that championship. And Alberto Del Rio got the victory, clean finish. I'm surprised. And with that being said, Alberto Del Rio, rightfully so, still the World Heavyweight Champion. The next match on the card was a match I could have done without. It was Brie Bella versus, Natalya. And Natalya got the victory over the submission hold, the sharpshooter. And Natalya is a diva that should be competing for the Divas Champ and should be used the right way. And I'm sad to see that she's not being used the right way as a diva in the Divas division in the WWE, but rightfully so, Natalya got the victory over Brie Bella, and you had the Funkadactyls at ringside in her corner, and Eva Marie and Nikki Bella in Brie's corner, and of course, cliched as hell, the Funkadactyls, going and attack the other divas because they got involved in the match. Also, the fifth match, CM Punk, Brock Lesnar. And with Paul Heyman in Brock Lesnar's corner. Pay attention to Paul Heyman because the little things, he really made me laugh. And he is just so good and so genius at ringside. It's just funny as heck. And with that being said, CM Punk, Brock Lesnar tore the house down last night. That was an all-out brawl. They didn't hold anything back last night at SummerSlam, and with all that being said, Brock Lesnar got the victory, rightfully so, and in the same time, CM Punk got his revenge on Paul Heyman before Brock Lesnar nailed the F5 on the steel chair and gained the pinfall victory. And with that being said, where does this lead now for Brock Lesnar and CM Punk? Who knows yet? We'll see what happens on Monday Night Raw tonight. And we'll see the fallout from SummerSlam, from that match, and from other matches as well. The next match on the card was Dolph Ziggler and Caitlyn versus AJ and Biggie Langston. Rightfully so, Dolph Ziggler and Caitlyn got the victory. And hopefully, after this, they kind of go their separate ways. And Dolph Ziggler, hopefully, gets back into the World Heavyweight Championship picture, because that is where Dolph Ziggler needs to be right now. And the main event was John Cena versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship. I like that Daniel Bryan got the clean victory over John Cena, wins the WWE Championship. We see, the pyro going off, the confetti falling. Daniel Bryan is celebrating. Triple H is still in the ring, celebrating with Daniel Bryan. Out comes Randy Orton. Randy Orton's music hits. Out comes Randy Orton. You think he's going to cash in, but why is Randy Orton going to cash in when Daniel Bryan, is celebrating? So something's got to give, right? And you notice the little things. Triple H had his boots on throughout that match as he was the referee. And what happened? Triple H pedigreed Daniel Bryan. Randy Orton came in, cashing his money in the bank briefcase, and just quickly went for the pin. 1, 2, 3, a double heel turn. Triple H and Randy Orton. Looks like they are in cahoots. This might be a Evolution comeback. Who knows? We'll see what happens on the fallout on tonight's WWE Raw. We'll see what happens. Why Triple H turned on Daniel Bryan will be a question to be answered tonight on Raw and within the next few weeks. And with all that being said, this also, plays into the storyline with Triple H and Vince McMahon. You know, this power struggle that is still continuing with those two guys. And what I really, really like about that main event was that the clean finish and the double heel turn were perfectly executed. SummerSlam last night was a solid 9 out of 10, and I thought that really made up for last year's and past SummerSlam events. And I think SummerSlam last night really put on a show to remember. And that was my review and the results of last night's SummerSlam. For the MRB Wrestling Review Show, I am Mike Big Rock Wilson, signing out. And to all you MRBers watching, get plenty of rest, and always do your best.